Look at that thing, oh my gosh! Alright you guys, I know it's been radio silence on my end for a few days. What? My wife doesn't want to be in the video, she's making sure to go all the way around me. Got her. I've been gone for about a week. We went on a carnival cruise to Mexico and it was fun. I didn't film anything. I took the whole time off from filming and just hung out with my wife. We had a great time. The night before we left for our cruise, I was pulling into our driveway. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and as soon as I hit the curb on my driveway, my lower ball joint sheared on my truck. So that was exciting. Dropped the whole front end down, so all the assembly was sitting on the ground, and all the way the truck was on the tire, and the tire was splayed out. So I'm not gonna make this whole video a crybaby video about truck issues, because that's just part of life, but I'm gonna show you guys this. I think you can see that. That right there obviously is my ball joint. It's not supposed to look like that. This whole assembly came down and was sitting on the ground. All that right there was sitting on the ground, and the shaft pulled out, everything. It was fun. So it was actually, my front tire was right here when it happened, and you can see where all the gear oil drained out. My truck was in the street, so I lifted it up on a rolling jack, pulled it out of the street to here, and then I left to Mexico for a week, and I just didn't think about it the whole time I was gone. But today, my cousin Kaden, who happens to be a really good mechanic, is gonna come over and see if we can get this thing mobile again, so I can either take it to a shop or see if we can just get it fixed. Ball joints, kind of expensive if you take it somewhere and have them do the labor on it, but if you do it yourself, they're not too expensive. The part shouldn't be too much money, so we're gonna dive into that today and see if we can get it fixed up, as well as I need to throw together some stuff to get ready for my scouting. I did draw some big game tags. I haven't told you guys about them yet. Well, a big game tag. So also in this video, I'm gonna go a little bit over my plans for the hunts for this upcoming year, some of the tools that I'm gonna use for scouting, and some of my trail cam setups. So that's what this one's all about today, guys, so let's go do it. So, the cavalry has arrived with all the tools to save my poor Tundra. It's time to tear this thing apart. I like to say that I'm gonna be helpful, but I really just brought in reinforcements. Kaden knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully we'll be back on the road here in about a half hour.
Half a day?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, so here's the update. There's a lot of parts here, and we're fixing them. So that's the update. Well, we got in here, and we realized that probably just ought to do this tie rod too. The other side looks like the tie rod end has already been done, so we're gonna leave it for now. And then we're also doing my brake pads because they need it done, and we're also probably gonna end up doing the shocks here. So pretty much have a new front end here. Well, I don't think we'll probably do the shocks today, but eventually we're gonna get to them. And now we're just doing brake pads. I say we because it makes me feel like I'm helping. They're all out now. Lower, upper. Now we're just gonna pull that tie rod in and change it. And then we're gonna start putting it back together. So we went to the auto parts store today and we decided not to rent a ball joint press because we're like, oh, we think we can get it without it. Then we decided we needed a ball joint press, went back and they were rented out. Now, my friend Kaden here owns a ball joint press, and there's a guy you guys might know about. His name's Micah Fay. I call him Micah Fay. However, he borrowed Caden's ball joint press, and now we don't have it. So thanks a lot, Micah. I don't know if you guys follow Hidden Instinct on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. Been watching all the neat stuff he's been doing to his Toyota. If you have, make sure to comment, tell him that we want that ball joint press back. Actually, we're going to get it right now, so thanks a lot, Micah. You notice when we started, it was fairly early in the morning. And it's fairly late in the evening now. But look at that. Upper lower ball joints, tie rod ends, brake pads. Next we tackle the upper and lower on this side. Although I don't know if we'll do it that soon because all the parts on this side appear to be a lot newer. Kaden the man got it done.
Slowly.
But the price was sure right. And we're gonna go see how this thing drives, see what happens. So we finally got my truck taken care of and back on the road. And that's been the biggest headache. That's been the biggest thing that I need to get done. I need to give a huge shout out to my cousin Kaden for putting in the mechanic work. I'm a terrible mechanic. He came over and he got it back on the road, so I appreciate that. So today, now that we got the truck taken care of, it's time to get ready for preseason scouting. I'm stoked that it's already that time. But here, what are we, the 1st of June here? It is hot. 100+ degrees, and it's brutal. It's brutal, but I'm getting all my scouting stuff ready to go, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I'm gonna do for scouting for my hunts. Also want to let you guys know my draw results. So Colorado should be out in the next few days. I don't know what my Colorado draw results are, but I did draw my muzzleloader tag for deer in Utah, and I will be hunting an over-the-counter elk tag here in Utah. So that's 2 that I know about for sure. So I'm getting all my cameras. Wait, where are they? Whoop, right there, all set up for the hunts. Now obviously this is not all of my cameras, this is just 2 of my cameras. The other 2 are in my truck. They're already ready to go. They have fresh batteries, fresh SD cards, and they're all ready. So this is what I'm running this year. These are the stealth cams. This is the DS4K. I've never actually ran this camera before. It's brand new, obviously. You can see this in the package, and I got a box for it. I'm excited to see what that does in video mode, get some high quality videos. And then I think these are like the what are they? I want to say they're the hold on, let me look it up. They're the NG45s by Stealth Cam. So these are really good cameras. I have, I think, 3 or 4 of these. And I usually run them in video mode. It's not the most battery effective or memory effective way to do it, but I like to get the videos that you guys see. And I'm gonna actually overlay some videos right here. These are videos that I shot with this trail camera, this exact one right here. I run them in the bear box, and I put 1-inch lag bolts through the back of them and bolt them to the tree, and that kind of deters theft, if anything, you know, and then I have little locks on them. I should run a full-size padlock there, but I figure the locks are just there to deter the guys that are honest anyway. If anybody really wants to break into your trail cameras, they're gonna be able to do it. But these ones run on 8 AA batteries, and I usually run 16 gig SD card in them. Super simple, easy setup. I'm gonna go over a little bit more later in the year how I pick spots for trail cameras and the kind of results I get from trail cameras, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna run. I'll run a total of probably 4 or 5 trail cameras this year is all. And a lot of the reason that I don't run so many trail cameras anymore is because I've been using this. So this is another tool that I've been using a lot. I know you guys have heard me talk about it before, but these guys are awesome sponsor to the YouTube channel and to the stuff that I'm doing on social media, and a super helpful tool. So this is Scout to Hunt. This is scouttohunt.com. So once you're a member, once you sign in, you can see all their trail camera locations, and they also added a whole bunch of new features onto the mapping system for this time. So now you can see burned units, you can see boundaries between private property, public property. You can also see water sources within their map. So they're making it a lot more comprehensive map system, and they have some other things coming down the line that are gonna be pretty awesome. But you just zoom in right here, you see your sectors there. This is their sectors where they have the trail cameras. And we want to say what's on that camera. So we'll just click that trail camera right there. It brings up right here that trail camera. So you can go through right here and you can see all the different species and everything. You can filter it, like August 26th last year. There was a buck right there. You can filter species, but you can just go to whatever. And you can go by species and click through them and see all the stuff that was there. And once you get into this, it gets kind of addicting. If you guys aren't following Scout to Hunt social media, go watch their stuff, because they'll post trail cameras of some big stuff, and then you can get on here and go through it and find out, you know, a general area of where that stuff was at. Like there's a pretty nice buck right there. But anyway, Scout to Hunt, it's an awesome tool. I always leave a link for them in my description, and there's one in this video as well. And also, if you guys use the promo code Shedcrazy, I get a little bit of kickback from them, and it helps me do what I'm doing. And also, if you buy anything in their store, they make like some really good looking hats. I'm wearing one today. if you buy a hat, use promo code Shedcrazy and you'll save yourself 10% off. So that's anyway a pretty good deal for everybody involved. Scout to Hunt, check them out. I've kind of rambled on about what my plans are for the year. I'm going to run about 5 trail cameras, muzzleloader deer in Utah, archery. Well, I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not. In Utah, they changed it this year so you can hunt all 3 elk hunts if you buy a special tag. And you can only kill 1 bull, obviously, but you can hunt archery, rifle, and then muzzleloader elk. So I'm going to be doing that this year in Utah, so I'm going to put a lot of time out for elk. I have certain bulls on my hit list that I would love to kill. Those of you who followed my videos last year know that I hit a bull and I wasn't able to recover him. He ended up showing after the hunts, showed up on my trail cameras again, and I'm going to try to kill that bull. If he made it through the winter, I don't know, you never know. So I have big plans for the year. But a lot of what I'm doing with this video is I want to know what your guys' plans are for the year. I want to know what hunts you have planned. Obviously, we're not going to give away units, but like species, state. And I also want to know what your best tips are for setting trail cameras. I've heard of a lot of guys setting them up really high in the tree so that people can't see them and so they don't get stolen as frequently. I just want to know what's the things that you guys do to maximize your success when it comes to setting trail cameras and to scouting, because I want to make sure I have a good year this year. I'm going to put a lot of time and energy into running trail cameras and into scouting for the hunts. Hopefully we can get it done. Also, you guys, I didn't know if I told you or not, I talked about it in a video previous. We're having a baby, my wife and I. It's due October 5th, which is right in the middle of the muzzleloader hunt. I guess it's right after the end of the muzzleloader hunt here in Utah. So I'm gonna be back and forth, kind of up in the air as that hunt goes on, and we're having a little boy. We're super excited about that. Anyway, share your trail cam tips with me in the comments of this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching me put my truck deck together and kind of getting ready for scouting season. I'm gonna go barbecue some chicken right now, and maybe tomorrow I'll go out shed hunting or scouting or something and film it. But thank you guys for watching this video. Like always, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel. We're really pushing 10K. Let's get that giveaway. So see you guys later.